you get the kind of battle that you expected when you came down here?
Yeah, and it's hard to play against that zone. I told Don he's done a great job with what they did, and they were prepared for us. They took away. There were 2 or 3 offenses we ran we couldn't run, and then they battled us a little bit. They got the better of us, but we made some plays down the stretch of the half to make sure we had a little gap. Trey Lyles fought in like crazy and rebounded. You know, Carl in the second half played. I was just really disappointed in those fouls, and they were fouls. I mean, they were just a plain push. Why would you do that? Are you going to do that in March? Is that the play you'll make in March, then foul a shooter? And he fouled him. So there are things that we got to know and grow from, and I thought our guard play was pretty good. Aaron was fine. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about him. The other 3 were pretty darn good. Played Trey at some 4. You know, I was trying some different things, but give them credit. I mean, we got the gap when we were able to rebound the ball.
Cal Devin was 2 for 9 from 3. Looked like he got some pretty good looks, but then he goes and gets 7 rebounds.
No, that's what makes him what he is. He's not just a 3-point shooter now. He defends, he rebounds, he does all those other things. So when he's not making shots, I can leave him in the game. So we got some other guys, you're not making shots, and then you don't defensive rebound. Guys run by you, tip balls in. It's hard that you got to give something if you're not shooting.
What was the difference for y'all defensively in the second half? I think they were 8 for 32 in the second half, shooting over 50% in the first.
Carl was in there. Makes a big difference. Now Willie's can roam a little bit more. I thought we did a better job of staying in front of people.
Ken, can you talk about the way that Tyler played tonight and what he kind of gave you, especially in the first half?
He did good. Tyler did good. Andrew did good. I was on Andrew because he wasn't attacking. And I said, if you don't attack, I'm not putting you in the game. So I don't care if you turn the ball over. When you catch it, if you just pass it, you're coming out. And then when he attacks, Andrew, now we got he and Tyler both attacking, we're coming running downhill at you. And we become the aggressor. So, you know, he did it later in the half, and he also did it in the second half.
Cal, how proud are you that Willie came in here and used your beer muscles line? If you guys let people hang around and this team starts to get beer muscles.
We had 3 guys on the team that never heard of beard muscles. I was very happy about that.
Devin talked about a sense of relief knowing that if he's not hitting or contributing, there's somebody else.
Yeah.
How much of a sense of relief is that for the coach to have options?
Well, it's obviously I'd rather have options than try to play 5 guys, and I've done that before. Much harder. You're begging, and there's games that you just can't win because they can't be up every game. When you have this many guys, all you need is 5 to play well. And then who are those 5? They've been different every game. And we just ride the 5 that are playing well. Now, I'd rather play all 9. But, you know, you put a guy in, he can't get a rebound, he doesn't get up with the ball, and he misses this, you can't be in. I mean, you got to perform. That's the one thing. I say it again, it's not communism. You got to earn your minutes, you got to deserve to be on that court.
How did you feel like Carl handled that second half after the...
He did good. He did good. He's learning. He's young.
Coach, how do you look at defensive rebounding? I mean, you guys did it when you needed it, you know, but it really wasn't there all game.
Well, let me just say this. We did not rebound them, and they got 19 offensive rebounds, and there was a clip with 3 minutes to go that they got 5 rebounds in a row. So we got some work to do. We've got them on free throws. We don't give up free throw. We rebound misses, but we didn't on that play.
You've now started 26-0 3 times. Does this team feel like the previous 2 you guys and Memphis that started?
Every one of the teams were different. They're all different. This team is the deepest of the 3. The UMass team I played 5, 6. My guards played 38 minutes. Totally different. The Memphis team, we were pretty good defensively there too, but we didn't have the size this team has. We were not. Our center was about 6'7", 6'8". Our forward was 6'7", or 6'5", 6'5", and then we had this kid. What was his name? Derrick Rose.
Did you talk to your team about the 26?
No.
Is that a good milestone on the way to something bigger?
You know what? I'll probably mention it tomorrow what they've done. That at a school like Kentucky, to hold records like they're holding. It's incredible stuff now. But there's just so much more. We don't need all this other stuff that's out there. You know, I'm really watching closely all these shows that are saying how to beat us, because I want to make sure I learn what to do when they say this is what you got to do to beat them. And so I'm learning really. I'm watching those shows so closely.
Willie said that every day.
So far.
Most of the stuff's not working.
Willie said every day you emphasize to them how the other teams are going to really come after you, and that everybody wants Kentucky to lose. I'm wondering if you're trying to develop an us against them.
No, I said our local beat writer wants us to lose. I didn't say everybody. But I said, what I'm saying is why, when we have a 30-point blowout, the number on the TV's not so high. It's pretty good, 1-1, Saturday at 2. But when it's a close game, it's like an NFL football game number. Maybe that's because they want us to see us win a close game. I don't know. But it's just natural, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
I mean, it's...
You closed out on their shooters tonight, 2 of 17 from 3. That's really the only way anybody's going to have a chance. It seems like your bigs were getting out and tipping balls. And
Yeah, but it's not... The way... Again, whoever's the aggressor is going to win. And they were the aggressor in the first half. We made a couple shots that gave us a little gap. We were the aggressor in the second half. We went to LSU. They were the aggressor, especially to start the game. Similar to this. Mississippi, they were the aggressor. That's why I keep telling them, you got to come out and play. If you're not attacking, I'm taking you out. You could say I'm messing with you. I don't care what you say, but you're not going to play. Because that's the way they're going to get us. I don't care about this threes and transition defense, and they just got to say we got to be the aggressor. We got to attack them, not have them. Florida the same way. Florida came right after us. So, you know, I don't think it's post pick and roll defense and transition, shoot threes. Just that you're going to come out and punch us before we punch you, and we know it's happening, and we're walking in a ring with good players, and they got good players, and.
Is this some
particular? Your team's talk all the time about weathering that first storm. Is there a way to offset it, or do you have to just weather it sometimes when you go?
No, what you do is if they come out like they did, I sub within a minute, 2 minutes. You're not ready, so now I'll try these other guys. We try another group. Now, normally you can't do that. You got to ride those guys. You call timeout, you yell at them, come on, you got to, and they're looking at you like, okay, I got you. Now it's just like, you're okay, no big deal. Just come over here and sit down. We're going to play these guys. And that's the advantage we have.
Is it particularly satisfying, John, to not dominate in the paint, not shoot particularly well from 3 and still win fairly comfortably?
And we defend, we guard. They didn't make free throws. They missed free throws. But, you know, listen, we're still not where we need to be, and we're growing. And I come back to, and I said it today, I want every individual player on this team, when you watch him, you say, he is getting better. If you're not saying that, I'm not doing my job. Forget about my team and schemes and coaching, and it's our individual players getting better. If they are, I'm doing my job.
What's going on with Aaron, John?
He's fine. If we end a close game and there's 3 minutes to go, he will be in it, no question.
Coach Kyle, in the first half, Devin Booker made some really good plays. Do you think he provided like a boost to you know, get the momentum and for Kentucky to become the attacker? Because he was.
Yeah, but he missed a bunch of shots, and I was getting upset because I kept saying we wanted to start the game posting the ball. So what did we do? We shot threes. We shot like 5, 6, 7 threes. We were the key was we're going to get it in. Well, obviously we didn't. So then at halftime, I reinforced it. Said we're going to post it to start this half, and our first 4 shots were threes. So, I mean, yeah, he did good stuff. I'll tell you what I loved is he rebounded. Down the stretch, he was the one that came up with all those balls.
Kevin, you said, a couple more guys. You said you're trying not to stick your head in the sand, even as you continue to win. Has there been a thing here lately that you've recognized and maybe old you 15 years ago would have stuck your head in the sand about an issue that you've addressed?
Yeah,
these guys?
there is. There's a bunch of stuff that I would have just been nicer or let it go. We're winning.
What are some of those things?
You know, some different shot selection, breaking down on offense, not coming up with a rebound. I would have, you know, we keep winning. We're up 18. It's not. I'm not screwing this up. Well, you are screwing it up if you don't correct. You are screwing it up if it happens in March and you let it go in February, then that's shame on me. And we lost games because of that. But then I got my senses back and went right after them on the areas, rebounding, some different things that we were doing. And those teams, from that point of those losses, went up. The next game, they kind of, the feet weren't underneath them. And we won if I remember right, both of them were like crappy games, but we ended up winning. But after that, we took off, and I'm telling you, we're playing to get better. If that means we win more games, that's fine. We are playing to get better. There are areas of offense we're focusing on, and there's areas of defense we're focusing on. And that's what we're doing.